how this series kind of changed from it just being a normal show about a kid over there who kind of just can't do 1, 2, or 3 things. But then they also kind of changed it to, well, these people, they did everything they could to save the town in which that they loved, and pretty interesting. This has been, welcome to Recap Corner. This is the finale episode to, I want to say season 1 or season 2. It's very difficult because, again, this is technically episode 24, but they label it as Bunny and Stray Dogs 2, episode 24. So most likely this is a season 2. But what I can say, though, I am kind of disheartened to actually kind of see this series end again. Because, again, like, the second season really kind of turned me around. And actually kind of made me look at this series and say, this is actually really fucking good. Or at least, like, it's actually kind of a little bit more deep than what they're trying than what they're trying to portray. Even though, I mean, like, because they did actually kind of use the intro song in a good way to kind of have the fucking Akutagawa Asushi battle versus the leader of the guild battle. And let me tell you, it was a badass fight, especially since, you know, they were both going head, and they do actually stop him. I mean, and again, he goes fucking broke, fucking fighting these two, because again, he keeps pushing, and even with all that, he still loses in the end. So it's kind of interesting, you know. The funnier thing too is that this episode has it. I know that, like, closure is one of those things which is supposed to happen in these series and shit, but I'm gonna let you in on something. This show really has a very strong ass closing moment, especially since that how they stopped Moby Dick from crashing down. Not only do they foreshadow another villain, in this case, some guy out there who just loves to watch the world burn, who's a fucking hacker. You know, not only do they stop him, but man, they also have Kyoka sacrifice herself in the means of her doing it. However, the funnier thing is, though, is that they actually say that they use that for her what do you call it? They use that for her guild initiation, so that she can be in the detective agency. And I do kind of find it a bit of a dick move for them to kind of leave this one specific thing out. You know, the whole thing of the reason why Asushi can actually control his tiger so well now is because of their leader. The reason why everybody in the detective agency, why they can master, or at least like that when they join, they had the ability to master and grow and kind of, or at least like that they could fully control their fucking abilities upon their own. None of this prereq shit anymore. Like you gotta get it through a cell phone. You have the will and you have the power to do it, and it's because of the guild leader it's because of the detective agency's ability. All men created, I believe it's all are created equal, or all men are created equal. And with that ability, it's kind of dickish that he didn't tell them that to begin with. You know, like, because they just kind of held that like up on the back burner. Like, why the fuck would you hide that? Like, just like the second that I join, like, that man should be my first like thing there. It's like, well, I can control my powers now because of it. You know, so it's kind of silly there. I mean, they do kind of have their little silly things there. You know, like the guild is broken up. John Steinbeck, he wants to find and kill the guild leader because, again, he wants to clean out the guild and get rid of all the people who think that they can control people through money. And of course, Lovecraft isn't dead, but apparently he's some kind of monster, as he said that he's going back to sleep. So there's that. So like Huck Finn and everybody else, they went on their own merry ways. The one chick over there is going to look for the leader as well. And of course, we kind of drop Dezai drops the real reason why he actually wants Akutagawa and Asushi to kind of work together, as that as that he says that they both have powers that actually complement one another, because again, they both work together. They both might actually be like a very unstoppable force. You know, I mean, Sushi, he kind of has this whole thing of being a fucking tank, and fucking Akutagawa, even though his abilities, they may be vast and they may be powerful in his eyes, they're actually more suited for a support. They're not like suited for raw fucking combat. You know, so that's kind of fun. The crazier thing is though is that he's like, well, yeah, there's another villain out there who, again, as I said earlier, who just wants to watch the world burn, and it's somebody who the Port Mafia, who that they fought in the past. They really got to get their shit together in order to fight them years later. So this might not be the end for Bungo Stray Dogs. There might be a season 3 or actual season 2 coming sometime in the future. Till then, though, that is what I gotta say about that. Tell me what do you think about this down there in the comment section. I'm out. Oh, sorry everybody, I kind of forgot that Naruto was coming out. I kind of watched the last episode, but I forgot to review it. So I'm gonna pool them both together for this spectacular review, because sometimes I just feel like doing that for Naruto. So, 845. What is 845? If I can sum that up, because it actually plays a major part in this episode, 846. 845, for a good chunk of that, was, well, essentially it was, hey, Sasuke knows the one person who might know who's doing this, and it's